Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Week 4 in the Mid-Atlantic Mauling League. Tonight, it will be Pity the Ghoul versus Tracksuit Mafia. Dead Fred versus Merrick. Necromantic versus Chaos. Oh no. Oh no. We can see that Tracksuit Mafia currently in 4th place. Pity the Ghoul currently in 5th place. Both teams doing very well, both in their rosters and with their coaches. 2-0-1 in this competition so far. If either team wins here in week 4, they will catapult themselves into 1st place. A draw will see them move up the standings by 1. If Pity the Ghoul loses, they'll stay in 5th. If Tracksuit Mafia loses, however, they will move down 1 tick into 5th, while Pity the Ghoul advances into 1st place. Let's take a look at the rosters. First up, we have the home team, Pity the Ghoul, coached by Dead Fred. It's a Necro team. He's coming in with a full 11-man roster. He's got 2 flesh golems, 2 whites, and a werewolf. The werewolf is leveled up, picked up the block skill. MacGyver, the number 10 ghoul, leveled up as well, picked up block. He has block and dodge, commonly referred to as blodge. That's a great combination. MacGyver, that means MacGyver, when he gets blocked, there's 1 face on the die, 1 out of 6, that will knock him down when he gets blocked. MacGyver is going to be a menace on the pitch. And look at that, he's almost level 3. Wow! 3 team rerolls, 2 fan factor, and of course he can't pick up the apothecary because he is necro. Instead, he picks up the necromancer. The necromancer, well, most of the team on the necro team has regen. You can see all but one of the players has regen. That means if he gets a casualty on a 50-50, it's not actually a casualty. He'll go to the reserve box. But also, the necro is going to be very much in play in this game. The necromancer means any player with a strength of 3 or less who is not stunty, if they die, the necromancer will regen them to play for Pity the Ghoul. I am looking forward to that. But he'll be up against Merrick's Tracksuit Mafia. Tracksuit Mafia coming in with a TV of 1140. Tonight they are pure chaos. Also with a full roster of 11 players. The second Beastman leveled up with claws. You can see he's getting that train going. He's getting the Holy Trinity set up here. Man, it's going to be devastating. Claws, Mighty Blow, and Piling On. 2 players with the Claws skill now. He's got a Chaos Warrior with the block skill as well. Strength 4 with block is very strong. 3 TRRs, 1 Apothecary, and 2 Fan Factor. Tracksuit Mafia, they're going to try to murder. That's what they're going to try to do. Cleffy says, what would you wish that on, Avina 2? What would I wish what on? I wasn't paying attention. I'm sorry. Man, 2 players with claws. Claws give you a +1 on your on the armor break for blocks and blitzes. Oh, I'm sorry, not +1. It's just a straight 8. And then the Minotaur has horns, has frenzy as well, and Mighty Blow. Cleffy says, has anyone got turned into a zombie yet? Not this season. Happened last season. I'm looking forward to it. We got 2 necro teams this time. Man. But with a full roster with a TV of 1140, he'll be giving away 80,000 in gold to Dead Fred. There's not a whole lot Pity the Ghoul can do with that. 50k can go to a Bloodwiser Babe, of course. But beyond that, you're looking at spending about 100k. Dead Fred does have 30k in the treasury. He could spend that on top of the inducement money. I doubt he wants to. Definitely doesn't need 2 Bloodwiser Babes. Doesn't even really need 1. If he wants to dip into his treasury, maybe he picks up extra team training that would give him an extra team reroll. But, I mean, 3's plenty. So I think tonight he's just going to use that inducement money to pick up Bloodwiser Babe, which gives you a +1 on the knockout roll. When you're knocked out at the beginning of the next drive, there's a 50% chance that you'll come back on. Each player will come back onto the pitch with a Bloodwiser Babe. That makes that a 67% chance instead. It's a stark increase, and always nice to have, especially if it's a freebie. Tracksuit Mafia, man, horns all across this roster. That gives them the +1 on their blitz. 2 players with claws. That makes everybody AV8. a Chaos Warrior with block. He's getting it going. Man, Chaos teams get better and better as they increase in TV. And look at how well he's been spreading that SPP around. He's got the number 4 Beastman almost ready to level up. He's got the number 7 Beastman almost ready to level up. I'm getting nervous. I'm getting anxious just looking at this lineup. Hank the Ranger says, I think this game's going to come down to who can defend the pass. Yeah, so what do these two teams do? Merrick's going to try to crush Pity the Ghoul. He's going to try to get player advantage. It's going to be difficult to do against a Necro team. More difficult than, say, the Elven teams or the Underworld teams that are in the Chaos Cup this year. But he could still do it. Horns, claws, mighty blow. That makes it easier. But Pity the Ghoul, I think the tempo is going to be in their hands right out of the gate in this game. They have the Flesh Columns with the strength of 4. They've got that super fast Werewolf with claws and frenzy, and now with block. He's got a lot of options on offense. He can do lots of things. He can pass. He can run. He's probably gonna want to cage up and open up holes. But Necro teams can be difficult. You really need to leverage the key players, the Flesh Columns and the Werewolves. And in his case, he's got the Blitzers, the Whites as well. You've got to make good use of those while using your zombies to tie up your opponent's key players, your opponent's positionals. And we've seen Dead Fred definitely coach this team in this competition. He's done so well with this Necro team. I think Merrick really needs to... I hope he's been watching the reels. I think he really needs to pay attention to how Dead Fred has been coaching this team. We saw Dead Fred, it was week 2 or week 3. He got all the way down to the 8-yard line on turn 3. It was madness. It was insane. It was really good. So the tempo is going to be in Dead Fred's hands in this game. I think the trouble for Merrick, or not necessarily trouble, but I think what Merrick needs to be really careful about is his defense. He needs to make a decision. Is he going to go man-to-man? Probably not. Is he going to play zone? If so, where are his players going to be? What formation is he going to set up and try to maintain? He needs to be careful that these Beastmen don't get taken out of position. We've seen Dead Fred do that. Dead Fred has focused down on players, pulled them out of position to where they are not a threat for the rest of the drive. Merrick needs to be careful with that. Yes, he wants to get these blocks. He wants to leverage horns on the blitz. He wants to leverage those claws. He wants to leverage mighty blow. But he needs to be careful that he doesn't just go all death smashy and then end up losing his formation. If he does that, he's going to go down early in the game, and it might be hard to recover. On offense, Tracksuit Mafia, I think, is going to play traditional bashy ball. They're going to cage up. They're going to try to open up a hole. They can leverage the Minotaur to open up those holes. He does have Frenzy. Frenzy gives you the forced follow-up block. But yeah, it's all going to be about Tracksuit Mafia defense, I think, and the tempo is going to be all Dead Fred's. It's going to be a fantastic game. 2 great teams, 2 great coaches. I'm super excited to see it go down, and we'll see if they're ready to go. Both coaches are in Discord. We'll head on over to Cabal TV. Hank the Ranger says, unknown if there will be a ball, or either team will care about it. I mean, maybe not. Claffy says there's no ball, just a maul. So I think the inducement phase is just going to be straight up, pick up a Bloodwiser Babe and be done with it. Both teams with a fan factor of 2. It's going to be a straight roll-off on who's going to end up with the fame advantage in this game. We saw that work to great effect earlier in the week with cheering. I'm sorry, it wasn't the fame; it was cheering fans. Either team, if they get a win here, they'll be in first place, and they'll be sitting pretty going into the final week of Swiss. Just 1 week of Swiss after week 4 to go. The top 4 teams will make the cut and advance to the semifinals. Remember, the structure of the Mid-Atlantic Mauling League is coaches can take a team into a competition. There are 3 open competitions and 1 invitational. The invitational is the Blood Bowl. After the competition is over, coaches have an opportunity to roll a new team or come up with a new team. They could play a different race. They could play the same race and just start over at TV 1000. They can do what they like. Or they can take the team that they've played in the Chaos Cup and continue to play that, right? And there's advantages to that, of course. You've built up a lot of TV. You keep that team going. But if you don't like the team, you can take a competition off. You can play something else, see if you like it or not. And if not, you can go back to your original team, or you can even roll a third new team if you like. Hank the Ranger says, I'll be rolling a new team that is not Underworld. Underworld's tough, man. Underworld's really hard. Now, we saw that in Season 1 where Nick Satan, the league champion, he started off the Chaos Cup with Chaos, switched over to Ogres in Spike Magazine Trophy, and then switched back to Chaos at the end of the season. I'm not sure we'll ever see an Ogre team ever again. Clappy says people apparently want me to play Goblins. I would love to see a Goblin team. All right, and it looks like Tracksuit Mafia is going to be on defense to start this game. Yeah, there's that one Bloodblazer babe for Dead Fred. And neither team got the fame advantage either. All right, just straight up Blood Bowl. Clear skies so far. 3-man line for Tracksuit Mafia right now. Wide line, he's got the Minotaur right at center, and then the 2 Chaos Warriors. Putting the Minotaur at center is fine. He's got that strength of 5, so you can easily control center pitch, but it can make it difficult to make good use of Frenzy. This player, the center defensive tackle and conversely the offensive center are almost always tied up for the entire drive. Pity the Ghoul are now going to set up their offense. They might want to lean to one side or another, so there's lots of strength on this Chaos line. Strength 5 at center, and the outer 2 defensive tackles have a strength of 4. That's really tough to go against when most of your players are strength 3. He does have the 2 flesh golems, they're strength 4. Yeah, it looks like he's going to go strong to one side. I think that's what you do. Both flesh golems in the tight end position. He's got the number 4. Oh, wow. He's looking to block down this line. Well, he's not going to block down the Minotaur. 3, 4, 5. Well, he could conceivably block down the Minotaur. Let's go. Let's see it. Let's go. Hank the Ranger says Smash Fest 2022. 2 players back to receive. It's MacGyver and the werewolf, Balky Bartakamus. 2 zombies in the halfback position. They'll be playing guard duty. Almost certainly are there for the cage. He's taking the number 2 flesh golem, Mr. Rogers, off the line. Now a 6-man line. Oh, taking the number 6 zombie, Alex P. Keaton, off the line as well. So he's getting strong to the right. Oh, now we're just down to a 4-man line. 3 players on the line, 1 tight end. Nope, flesh golem's coming out into the right wide zone as well. 15 seconds to set up his formation. So he's deciding instead he doesn't want to try to block down this line. He's just going to tie it up. That's smart, right? That's both Chaos Warriors and the Minotaur tied up. I think that's a good trade. 3 zombies for the 3 strongest players on the Chaos team. Fair enough. Here's the kick. Sweltering heat. Let's go. Sweltering heat. Neither player with a kicker. So the ball will scatter, or has an opportunity to scatter dramatically. Oh, it's a riot. This will be a 7-turn half. Good kick by Tracksuit Mafia. Turn 1 for Pity the Ghoul. I'm sorry, turn 2 for Pity the Ghoul. First turn of the game. Hank the Ranger says, wow, that sucks, less Blood Bowl. We can see a riot. bring that turn back later in the half. First order of business is probably going to be to set up his cage. He has a blitz to take as well. Who do you blitz? Who do you blitz? You try to blitz down the number 10 Beastman, perhaps? Maybe. Going to tie up the number 4 Beastman over in the right wide zone. Yeah, he's going to blitz. He's going to blitz the Beastman with the claws. Gets the POW. Looking for a 9+. Doesn't get it. Doesn't follow up. He wanted to keep the Flesh Golem free. He's got one movement left with the Flesh Golem. He's going to move him over to the left to mark the number 2 Chaos Warrior and the Beastman behind him. So currently not lending an assist. And then the Flesh Golem, Mr. Rogers, over on the left side of the line, will do the same. Three TRRs per team. That is a decent chunk of TRR. If you want to go heavy on TRRs, you generally want to pick them up early. They cost more once your team has played. Good pickup by MacGyver. Moves to the 18-yard line. In pretty good shape. The Werewolf will move ahead of the ball carrier. And that might be it here for turn 2. We'll see what he wants to do with his other 3 players. Shifts a zombie one space over. George Jefferson moves on up. Moves on over in the left wide zone. Number 3, White, moves forward as well. 9 seconds to play. The number 4, White, will shift over in the right wide zone, and that'll be it. Turn 2. Tracksuit Mafia's first turn of the game. They stand up the blocked Beastman. We'll take a 2-die block on the number 7 zombie, Cliff Clavin, but first it's going to be a 2-die blitz on the Flesh Golem. Works out. Oh, KO'd Mr. Rogers. Well done. One-man player advantage now for Tracksuit Mafia, and they've taken out one of the Strength 4 players. With so many players with horns, that makes blitzing so easy for this Chaos team and so devastating. Now they're going to try to set up here against the greatest American hero, not giving him an opportunity to block back. Blitz has been spent. He's got a 2-die block in the right wide zone. And then he's got a choice to make with one of the linebackers. Moves forward to lend the assist on the zombie. 2-die block. He gets a push. Does it follow? Oh, he took it against the Flesh Golem. Wow. Took it against the Flesh Golem. The Flesh Golem has stand firm. That means if he gets pushed, he can elect to stay right where he is. And he did just that. 2-die block on the center. Good hit. Punky Brewster gonna get knocked down here. And KO'd. Wow! Well done. 2-man player advantage to Tracksuit Mafia now. And they've got a hole open right down center pitch. I think the Rangers is not Punky. 2-die block on the left side of the line. Gonna get a push. Is he going to go for the 1-die? Is he going to go for the 1-die against the Flesh Golem? First, the block in the right wide zone results in a push. Doesn't push him toward the sideline. Pushes him in toward center. I would have pushed him toward the sideline. But I'm also in 8th place, so... He's going to take another block on the Flesh Golem here. 1-die block. Both down result. And he gets KO'd for his trouble. And just like that, player advantage is down to 1 for Tracksuit Mafia. Risky 1-die block. Decided to go for it. Turn 3 now for Pity the Ghoul. They'll be looking to get their offense going here on this turn. Looks like they're thinking about going left. But now they've got to be worried about this Minotaur. Moves a zombie to tie up the Minotaur. Now just 4 players on the pitch who are not marked. Who are not based, rather. What's the plan? What do you do? Where do you go? Moves a zombie forward in the right wide zone. Cliff Clavin marks 2 beastmen. He'll be eating a 2-die block coming back unless a blitz is on the way. Can't imagine it is with that placement. Dead Fred moves the ball. He's going to go right. Sets up right. Is he going to be able to protect this ball carrier? Werewolf almost certainly going next. Is he going to try to blitz with the werewolf? Just 20 seconds left. Might be trying to set up a blitz here. 2 marks in the right wide zone. 10 seconds. Yeah, and the werewolf's going to go right, but it's going to stay just shy of the ball carrier. I don't think he's going to take any blocks. Yeah, turn 3 to Tracksuit Mafia. Lots of blocks to take. First up, I have to imagine, will be the number 3 Chaos Warrior going after the number 6 Zombie. First, he's going to shift the player in the left wide zone back to center pitch. He's got a 2-die block in the left wide zone as well. He's going to take that one first. Gets a good block against the number 3 White. It's a stun. The greatest American hero is stunned. Who's ever heard of such a thing? Frees up another Beastman to mark and lend an assist-ish. 2-die block on the left side of the line. This will be a push. Block with the Minotaur next, I suppose? Yeah. 2-die block with the Minotaur. He'll get a push. Frenzy follow-up. It's gonna have to be a push. He can't afford the both down result. And now you can take the 2-die block on the number 8 zombie, Urkel. Mafia says so much pushing. 2-die block on Urkel. Also a push. He follows up. He wants to keep Urkel marked. Now it's... It was hideous. Now it's time to take a 2-die block on the flesh column. Another push. Stand Firm's going to keep it right where it is. Wow. Wow. Couldn't get anything going on this turn. The Ranger says George Jefferson is moving on back. Failed dodge. Had to do something. Spent the TRR. Two-die block in the right wide zone. Clevy said, "What did dodging get him though?" I don't know. I thought he'd reposition for a better defense, but he wanted to stay right in front of this ball. Gets a stun. This is a great stun. Turn 4 now for Pity the Ghoul. Dead Fred needs to protect this ball. He could do it. He could set up a 2-die blitz on the Minotaur if he really wants to commit. He'd have to commit 4 players to it. 3 zombies and the werewolf. Man, that's a lot of players. He's going to move the zombie forward and mark all 3 of the beastmen. He is not afraid of this defensive line. Blitz coming up. He's going to blitz the right side of the line. He's going to get a 1-die blitz. He gets a push. It's going to be a frenzy follow-up. And he's... Oh, it's going to be a 1-die block. Wow, gets the POW. Werewolf is down pitch, but now marked by 2 players. Conversely, marking 2 players. Wow, takes the dodge with the werewolf. Well done. Really smart move there. Bring the number 7 zombie in. He gets marked by 3 players, but he did that so that he could blitz with the werewolf. It was a 1-die blitz, but he felt he didn't have anywhere else to go. And this zombie protected the follow-up, the frenzy block here by the werewolf. So smart play, good move. Oh boy, turn 4 now. Tracksuit Mafia, final turn of the first quarter. Oh boy. Oh boy. 2-die block on Cliff Clavin coming for sure. Oh man. 2-die block on Cliff Clavin. This middle linebacker is going to come into his, I thought would have assisted Mr. T, but no, he's going to get in front of the werewolf. He'll have to spend the TRR here. Wow, lucked out. 1 TRR left for Tracksuit Mafia. Another KO, 2-man player advantage to Tracksuit Mafia. Blitz. 2-die blitz with horns. That's a surfed ghoul. Well done. Poor MacGyver. He moved the linebacker into position to negate the werewolf on the assist, and the ball gets thrown in. Wow. Wow. In a favorable spot for Pity the Ghoul if he can get there. MacGyver, by the way, did not get injured on the surf. He'll be back in the next drive. Clevy says, run away! Blitz now spent. That werewolf is safe. 2-die block on the flesh column. Mr. T gets a stun. Very good stun. There's another 2-die block to take against Urkel. There's a 2-die block to take against George Jefferson. And then he'll have a 2-die block against the number 6 zombie. Gets a tackle zone on the ball with Bro Semyon, number 11, Beastman. Hank the Ranger says maybe that Bloodweiser babe wasn't a bad idea. Wow, good pickup by Tracksuit Mafia. And there's really no one who can get here. This spacing is fantastic. 2 spaces, between the beastmen. The werewolf is really in no position to do anything. The werewolf could conceivably get a 1-die blitz out of this and then move toward the ball carrier, but that won't get him the ball. Yeah, well done, well done, well done. Moves the player to make that werewolf movement. It's not going to happen. 2-die block results in a push. Frenzy follow-up by the Minotaur. He'll get the POW on the second roll. And finally, that 2-die block over in no man's land, over on the left side of the pitch. This will be a knockdown. Oh, a drop kick. Elegant drop kick. Turn 5. Second quarter begins for Pity the Ghoul after the short quarter 1 due to the riot. Looking to tie up the number 3 Chaos Warrior. Fluffy says, so they only have 7 on the pitch now? They have 8. Yeah, 11, 10, 9, 8. 7. They have 7, you're right. So 3-man player advantage. MacGyver wasn't injured. 3-man player advantage for Tracksuit Mafia. Oh, man. Pity the Ghoul. They need to find a way to get this ball back. If they don't, Tracksuit Mafia will be on offense in the second half, and that's going to be tough for Pity the Ghoul to try to recover. They're going to take the 1-die blitz. This will work out. Took it with the blitzer. Oh, and they get an injury. Well done. 2-man player advantage now for Tracksuit Mafia. Oh, is he thinking about using the Apothecary here? He is. He's using the Apothecary. No casualty. He's still come off the pitch. But he remains in the game. No movements left with the white unless he wants to GFI. And he might. Yeah, GFI's the white to get off the sideline. Man, I might have GFI'd the white here. Oh, GFI's again. Oh, boy. GFI's the number 5 Beastman. Or GFI's to go base to base with the number 5 Beastman. Good dodge by the werewolf. He's going to reset and play some D against Tracksuit Mafia. Still has some movement with the werewolf. He could lend an assist, but then that would pull the werewolf out of position. He might want to keep this werewolf playing D in the right wide zone. 13 seconds to go. If he doesn't lend an assist, I have to imagine Urkel's going to stay put. 3 seconds. Oh, he's going to pull the werewolf back even further. Turn 5 for Tracksuit Mafia. They have taken the ball in the first half, and they're going to try to score here. They've got 1 full quarter to do it. Center pitch is free and clear. They're going to cage up just across the line of scrimmage. And then they'll take a 2-die block with the Chaos Warrior on the front left corner of the cage. No, he's going to take a blitz first. He's going to blitz the white, the greatest American hero. He gets a push out of it. Blitz is now spent. Wanted to get the Chaos Warrior into position before he took this block. I think that's a smart move. Failed the Wild Animal roll. Wild Animal fails on a 1 when you're taking a blocker or a blitz. Otherwise, it fails on a 1, 2, or a 3. The Minotaur is just going to hang out and chill. There's the 2-die block on the front of the cage. Good hit. No follow-up here. Gets another KO. Chaos doing chaos things. 5v2, 3-man player advantage for Tracksuit Mafia. I think that'll do it. Let's see if he wants to take the YOLO 1-die block. He doesn't. Turn 6 for Pity the Ghoul. Oh, man. 6 players left on the pitch. They've got to try to make some semblance of a defense happen. Most of the defense out of position. 4 players out of position right now. The werewolf and the white are still in decent shape, but the white is marked, and the werewolf has got to go the long way around to get back in front of this cage. Unless he wants to take the blitz here, but I don't think he wants to do that. Yeah, werewolf is going to move all the way around. Going to mark the number 2 Chaos Warrior. So he's looking for a 1-die blitz. A 1-die block on the Chaos Warrior, it looks like. Stands up the Flesh Golem. Tries to dodge. I'll have to spend the TRR. It was a 50-50 shot. Spent the TRR. This worked out. It was a oh, wow. It was a stand-up blitz. Stands up blitz. It's only a push, unfortunately, but the Flesh Golem gets a mark on the ball carrier. Good dodge by the white in the right wide zone. This will be an assist to get a 2-die block on the Beastman, but this is not going to work out. He'll take the both down result, and that'll be a turnover. Turn 6 to Tracksuit Mafia. Just 1 TRR remaining. The Chaos Warrior currently has a 1-die block. Claffy says, well, that was probably the last thing he would have been doing that turn anyway, so not the end of the world. Yeah, that's true. Action order is important, and Dead Fred has been it's been great. He's been taking his actions in impeccable order, I think. 2-die blitz with the Beastman on the back of the cage. Good knockdown on the number 1 Flesh Golem. Mr. T lying prone. Still has movement left with this blitzer. Where will the blitzer go? He's going to lend an assist. Going to lend an assist. Chaos Warrior number 3 moves down pitch. Man, I'd love to see him catch a ball. Ball carrier moves down pitch. He's going to set up a faux cage over here on the right side of center pitch. I'm sorry, he's going to set up a legit cage. Well done. 2-die block coming from the number 2 Chaos Warrior. 2-die block coming from the number 1 Minotaur. Probably take the Minotaur block first. Maybe you don't take the Minotaur block at all. I don't know. No, you take the Minotaur block. Oh, Mark's the werewolf. Hank the Ranger says Minotaur has to follow, though. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Both standing result. Both players are going to be standing up. The werewolf is still alive. That might do it. We'll see what he wants to do with the Minotaur here. No, he's going to leave that Minotaur put. Because he has Frenzy, if he takes the block, he'll have to follow up. He says, no, thank you. Claffy says the Minotaur needs to stay there to be on the corner of the cage. Where's your sense of adventure? Your sense of daring? Flash Golem. Number 1, Mr. T stands back up. Only has an MA of 3. An MA of 4. It takes 3 to stand up. So it only has 1 space of movement. Hank the Ranger lowered the GFI failure rate from 900% to a pitiful 99%. Will that Flesh Golem move? Will that Flesh Golem move? Pity the Ghoul's defense. Almost entirely broken. Trying to get something going here. Marks the front right corner of the cage. Does this betray a blitz attempt? Yes! Dodges with the werewolf. He'll spend the TRR. Good dodge. Here comes the 2-die blitz. Both down result. Block skill works out. And he doesn't have to follow up. When you get a both down result, there is no push. Still has movement with the werewolf. Probably doesn't want to put him base to base with the Chaos Warrior, though. Yeah, he'll move him 1 space back. 30 seconds to play. Oh, boy. Tried to dodge the white. That was a tough call. Leaving the white there doesn't really help you much. It locks down 1 player, but probably not the Chaos Warrior in that situation. Trying to get better position out of the white didn't work. Failed the dodge on a 1. Cliffy says now Merrick can just kind of go around the werewolf. Yeah, does he have the movement? He has 1 GFI to score. Unless he wants to... No. Chaos Warrior has an MA of 5. Hank the Ranger says, never GFI. Merrick does have the TRR. If he wants to score, he's got a team reroll that could make this GFI safe. He's thinking about whether he wants to take blocks first or score. 1 minute to go. He doesn't have to... yeah, he does have to move Chaos Warrior. He's not going to score. Not going to score. He's going to reset the cage at the 20-yard line. I think that's... I think that's the right call. I would have scored. Turn 7, you have a TRR, 1 GFI to score. I would have totally did it. Blitz on the werewolf. 2-die blitz. Both down result. He needs to spend the TRR there. This will work out. Werewolf with the block skill would have gotten the knockdown in the first case. Hank Ranger said just that. Yeah, blocks against werewolf are risky since the werewolf has block. Block means on a both down result, if you have the block skill, you don't get knocked down. 2-die block with the Minotaur results in a push. Frenzy follow-up to another push. He's going to try to get a surf. on this zombie next turn. I think the zombie's going to have to risk a dodge. I think the Ranger says George Jefferson is doing work against that Minotaur. He says, you know what? I can stand up to you. No problem. I might be dead, but that doesn't mean you can bully me around. Pity the Ghoul. What do you do here? Do you YOLO? Do you just go for it? You just see what happens? I would be offended that he thinks he can cage up against me when he had an opportunity to score. Oh, not gonna blitz with the white. Oh, so no YOLO blitz with the white. Probably no YOLO blitz at all. One die block gets a push on the number 7 Beastman. Looks like he's saving his blitz for the werewolf. But where? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You could still make a GFI YOLO uphill block on the ball carrier. Two-die block in the backfield. Double Skulls has to spend his final TRR. Gets a push. "40 seconds to go. Still has a blitz. Here's the blitz with the werewolf. Failed the dodge. Failed the dodge. I really want to know what was going to happen there. I hope it was an uphill block. But now, does Tracksuit Mafia just score, or do they go for the... They try to go for the surf on George Jefferson first? I think you score, yeah. No TRRs, just do it. 1-0. Tracksuit Mafia takes the lead at the end of the first half. They will be on offense at the beginning of the second half. Well done to Merrick to grab that ball early. Dead Fred now needs to get this ball back and try to score. Definitely doesn't want to lose this game. Still not out of it if he loses. He's high enough in the rankings, but really wants that score, really wants that win. If you can't get the win, then a tie, of course, would be preferable. Did nobody come back onto the pitch? Not a soul came back onto the pitch. And it's a two-man player advantage for Tracksuit Mafia. Like I said, only got one player back even with the Blood Visor babe. Did he have 4 KOs? Still missing one of his 2 flesh golems too. That is super unfortunate. Pity the Ghoul setting up with a 3-man defensive line. It's wide. If he goes this wide, Tracksuit Mafia is going to block down the line. But it's tough. If you close up, you're giving up more of the pitch. You only have 8 players on the pitch. Tracksuit Mafia, yeah, he's going to go 2 Chaos Warriors and a Minotaur on the line. Wow, he's putting a whole bunch of people on the line. 5-man line. There he goes. He's going to pull those Beastmen out. Chaos Warriors have a strength of 4. The Minotaur has a strength of 5. That's enough to get 2-die blocks across all 3 defensive tackles. Here's the kick. It's a blitz. Pity the Ghoul gets a free bonus turn. And they could use this. They could use this. Are they going to try to blitz down a Chaos Warrior? They could try to blitz down a Beastman, but then they're in danger of breaking up their defensive formation. If he blitzes with the Flesh Golem, he could take a 2-die block on a Chaos Warrior. Otherwise, he's looking at 1-die blocks without taking GFIs, which he certainly does. He doesn't want to take a GFI. Yeah, he's going to take a 2-die block on the right side of the line here against the number 3 Chaos Warrior. Oh, do you take the both down result? No, he's going to take the push. Hank Fringe said, I'd get the werewolf back there. You never know where there'd be a failed pickup. That's true. He still has 4 players to move. He could move this fast werewolf. Moves that Flesh Golem over in the right wide zone to tie up both Beastmen. The werewolf could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So here, unless he wants to take GFIs, which I don't think he does. White moves 1 space over in the left wide zone. Number 3, White. Greatest American Hero moves into the right wide zone. And that'll be it. Turn 9. The ball's kicked just behind the number 9 Beastman, so he'll lose 1 space. That's not a problem at all. Tracksuit Mafia. Looking to take hits. That's what they do. 2-die block now on the Flesh Golem. It's going to get a push. Gonna get another 2-die block on the Flesh Golem here. Wow, you stand firm. Interesting. He thinks he can take on all 3 Beastmen. I respect it. But he can't. Gets knocked out on the second block. Clivey said still he tied up 3 Beastmen. That's not bad. It's very true. Yeah, that's really, or one of the big strengths, no pun intended, but one of the big strengths of Strength 4 is you can tie up so many players with it. In order to get a 2-die block, your total strength has to be higher than your opponent's strength. So a Strength 3 player against a Strength 4 player needs to get a Strength of 5. And so that means 2 assists. 3 plus 1 for the assists. That can be really tough to do. A, because you're tying up 2 players, but B, often failed big ball pickup. I don't think he needs to spend a TRR here to pick it up. But we'll see if he does. He doesn't, and I think that was smart by Merrick. But not only is that 2 additional players you need to bring in for a single block, but it can also often be tough to get those players in without having them marked by an opponent, thus negating their assists. Second quarter begins now for Pity the Ghoul. Now, do you send the werewolf down to harass the ball squad? Cliffy says now you can get that werewolf downfield if he wants to. Hank the Ranger says 100%. If that's what he wants to do, it will more than likely be the very first thing he does. Moves the white forward a little bit. Roscoe Pico Train gets an assist on the number 12 Chaos Warrior. Good blitz by the werewolf. Well done. The werewolf will follow up. And now gets to move down pitch. Good use. Smart use of the werewolf. Oh, he's not going to get down pitch. He's going to play D in the left wide zone. Being this cautious on defense may betray the fact that Dead Fred might want to play for the draw here. I mean, it's tough to play for the win at this point anyway, but... Number 9, Zombie moves across center pitch. Hank Ridge says uphill block the Minotaur all day. Foul on the Chaos Warrior. Didn't work out. Doesn't get called off the pitch. The ref saw nothing. He couldn't see behind the white. Claffy says boring. 6 seconds left. There's 2 linebackers left to do something with. He's going to shift MacGyver over one space, and number 3 White might stay put. Now he'll shift one over to the right, and that'll be it. Turn 10. Back to Tracksuit Mafia. They are up 1-0 in the second half here. They are on offense. Merrick, the current Chaos Cup champion, looking to defend his title. Picks up the ball right out of the gate. Good pickup. Hank the Ranger says, I just saw MacGyver making some sort of bomb. Did you see that, ref? Did you see it? Do you know what MacGyver can do? Have you heard of MacGyver? Claffy says, I think that's a decent call, though. But, man, if he gets called off, he's going to be in a bit of trouble. Yeah, I mean, he's down, you know, he's down so many players. He's down 3 players. You got to do something. 2-die block on the flesh column in the right wide zone. Gets a stun on Mr. T. Well done. It frees up the other 2 Beastmen if he chooses to do something with them, which I imagine he wants to. He still has the blitz on the table. We'll move them to cage up. No blitz this turn, perhaps? Two 2-die blocks on the line to take. Still has the number 10 Beastman to do something with. Oh, he's going to take a blitz. He's going to... Oh, of course. They're on the left sideline. Of course. 2-die blitz gets a white. This will work out. Another KO for this Chaos team. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. It's filth. 3-man player advantage for Tracksuit Mafia now. 2-die block at center. Gets the POW. Two-die block on the right side of the line. Gets a push. And follow up. Claffy says it's not a Chaos team, it's a KO team. It's supposed to be Chaos, not KO. Come on, Merrick. Think. Turn 10 back to Pity the Ghoul. 1 zombie out of position. The last remaining flesh golem in danger of being out of position. Currently stunned. He'll be out this turn. Just 7 players left on the pitch. 1 stunned. Takes the 1-die block. George Jefferson takes the 1-die block. He's going to need to spend the TRR if he wants to keep the drive alive. He does. Oh no, it's a skull. It's a skull. Deliberated. Thought carefully is what he wanted to do. And that's what he got. Turn 11 for Tracksuit Mafia. Blitz right out of the gate. 2-die blitz on MacGyver. This will be a push, a dodge push. Two-die block by the number 3 Chaos Warrior. And a 2-die block by the Minotaur. Oh man, that werewolf's probably going to get blocked down as well. Setting up the cage. He's going to move the ball carrier 4 spaces forward. That's a decent amount of space. Look at this. Look at this. He says, you can't stop me. You can't stop me. Two-die block. Good block by the Minotaur. Hank Ranger says pass for SPP. Oh no, Urkel! Urkel, my man! And that's the first death of the game. Failed the regen roll. He's gone. Urkel is out. Two-die block on the werewolf. Good knockdown. Another KO. Ruthless chaos. Two-die block. He gets a push on number 6 zombie, Alex P. Keaton. Clive says, I don't think I want to play Merrick anymore. 5 players left on the pitch for Pity the Ghoul. I don't know what you do at this point. Unless you just pray to Nuffle. Turn 11. I would start fouling if I were Merrick. The Ranger says, I don't think I can watch the rest of this game. I'm having flashbacks of my week 1 matchup. 5 KOs, 1 death. That's a 5-man player advantage now for Tracksuit Mafia. 5-man player advantage for Tracksuit Mafia. 10v5 on the pitch. Merrick is going to continue to take hits. Or make hits, rather, and he's just going to stall until turn 16. You know, I mean, that gives Dead Fred plenty of opportunities to put his fate in the hands of Nuffle and just try to go after that ball carrier. Blitz by the Flesh Golem only gets a push out of it. Follows up, and now it's a 1-die block against the Chaos Warrior if he wants to take that block. Took the block, got a push. Wow, is he going to do it again? Is he going to do it again? He really wants to take out this Chaos Warrior. Here it is, 1-die block gets the skull. I don't think you re-roll this. We'll see if he does. He does! Spends it, gets the PAL. Well done. One player left. It's MacGyver. What does he do? What does he do? Doesn't have the blitz anymore. Good dodge by MacGyver. MacGyver with the dodge skill. He's going to move MacGyver into scoring position. Or MacGyver could just be running away. Turn 12 to Tracksuit Mafia. They're going to run all the way down to the 20-yard line. We'll see how confident he feels here. Might just put 2 players back to protect the ball carrier. Cliffy says, run away, double skulls! Had to spend the TRR. Gets a good hit on the number 9 zombie, George Jefferson. Run away! Run away! Blitz with the Minotaur on! MacGyver! 2-die blitz gets the PAL. Can he take MacGyver off the pitch? 8+. He does it. MacGyver is KO'd. He says, how dare you run from me? Four players left on the pitch for Pity the Ghoul. And I do pity the Ghoul. Turn 12 now to Pity the Ghoul. Final turn of the third quarter. I say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ugh. Ugh. Gross. Dude, I block against the Beastman's gonna work out. Gotta take the foul. Why not? Doesn't work out, doesn't get called off. Trying to take that Chaos Warrior out of the game, maybe out of his life. Two players left to do something with. Do you try? What do you do? Do you just try to send the greatest American? He is the greatest American hero. Do you just send him down to take 100 dodges and 2 GFIs to mark the ball carrier? Is that what you do? I think that's what you do. I think that's what you do. Hank the Ranger says, mark him. He is the greatest American hero. The greatest American hero. Here it comes! Oh, he's taking a blitz and it's gonna be a skull. He spends his skull and gets a push. Decides to follow up. He's gonna leave George Jefferson prone on the ground. I have to imagine George Jefferson's gonna get fouled unless, you know what? Anyone can get fouled, really. So Tracksuit Mafia deciding not to move anybody back to protect the ball carrier. He's feeling good. And now he's just gonna murder the rest of this team. Clavius says, does he try to get the ball and score again? I don't know if I want to give up an opportunity for 6 KOs to come back. Especially with a Bloodweiser Babe on his side. Not that it did any good last drive. 2-die block. This will not work because the white has the block skill. He'll get a push after the reroll. Tracksuit Mafia down to 1 TRR for the game. No TRRs left for this turn. Blitz. Blitz on the Flesh Golem gets a push. All right, another 2-die block on Mr. T coming up. Oh no, I'm sorry. That's a zombie. Excuse me. That's one of the very few Necro players left on the pitch. Gets another tackle zone on Mr. T. Are you not gonna foul? Oh, he is. But he failed Wild Animal. Oh, he wasn't gonna foul. That was a 4+ Wild Animal. He was gonna move the Minotaur. Minotaur's going nowhere now. And now the number 2 Chaos Warrior, what does he do? Just gotta move away. He's gonna go after that Flesh Golem. That's it. It's gonna be turn 13 for Dead Fred. You know what you gotta do. You know what you gotta do. Oh. Well, you can't do it, but you still gotta mark him. 2 dodges, 2 GFIs. You gotta do it. Let's go. Let's go. Two dodges, 2 GFIs. I believe in you. I believe in you, the greatest American hero. Clypeus lowered the GFI failure rate from 900% to 99%. It's doable. It's doable. Hank 3 inches has uphill block Minotaur. Maybe. I think you go for the white. I think you just go mark the ball carrier. If you can mark the ball carrier and keep him from just it gives you a chance. IFS played. We need a hero. We do need a hero. We have one. The greatest. 45 seconds to go. Dead Fred really considering what he wants to do here. I think even like all joking aside, I think he needs to mark the ball carrier because this also forces Merrick. There it is. 2 successful dodges, 2 GFIs. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, come on. Come on, man. Let's go. Let's go. 2 GFIs. You don't have any TRRs. You don't need TRRs. Who needs TRRs? But yeah, moving towards the ball carrier here also forces Merrick to try to score. I think he's got to mark the ball carrier because he's got to force. he went for it, failed GFI. You know what? He had to do it. If he didn't do it, then the white was going to get blitzed down anyway. Look, man, it's a 99% failure rate. No, that's still pretty high. If he didn't move to mark, the white would have still gotten blitzed down. If he marked, this would have forced Merrick to have to try to go score. Or force a GFI blitz. Gets a stun on Mr. T. Looking to foul Mr. T for sure. Still has a block to take on Alex P. Keaton. Take the block on Alex P. Keaton first. And then you can get that assist. Minotaur moves to the right. Ties up George Jefferson just in case he has any interest in standing back up. 2-die block. 2-die blitz. He's going to get a push out of this. He'll push him over here. Yes, sir. And he can get one player in to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 assists on the foul. Are you not going to foul? Oh, he can get 6 assists on the foul. But now he's getting -1 back. Oh no, I'm sorry. He's going to foul with the Chaos Warrior. Well, foul with the Beastman, yeah. Just in case you get called off. Wow, got nothing out of that. That was a 5+ to break armor. Didn't get it. Moves the Chaos Warrior forward to mark Alex P. Keaton. Turn 14 for Pity the Ghoul. They've got 2 players to do something with, one of which is prone. What do you do? Cliffy says, I have to assume Merrick scores next turn. I don't think he needs to next turn. The white is stunned. I mean, he might, yeah. I guess he might. If he wants to... if he wants to be all safe about it. Good dodge by Alex P. Keaton. 50-50 dodge. The uphill blitz gets a push. The drive's going to stay alive. That's gonna do it. Turn 15, back to Tracksuit Mafia. Clappy says, we used to block the hill both ways in the snow. Clappy says they may be doing a bunch of those against Sarsis tomorrow. Maybe so. Tracksuit Mafia. 2 turns left. He's thinking about whether he wants to score right now. If not, he's got 8. He says no. If not, he's got a turn that he's gonna give the greatest American hero a shot to do something. Scoring's not just about winning the game. You get 3 SPP for the touchdown as well. 45 seconds left. No action on the pitch other than moving a beastman into position in front of the ball carrier. Oh, is he going to GFI here? No, he's not going to GFI. What does this do? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what this does. Sets up a cage at center pitch. Oh God! He's gonna cage up the ball. All right, fair enough. he's gonna cage up and stall till turn 16. 2-9 block. Gets a stun on Alex P. Keaton. That is so unfortunate. That is so unfortunate. Failed wild animal roll. He's trying to move the wild animal without taking a block. It's a 50-50 shot and it failed. Alright, so you've got the flesh golem. Well, maybe you've got the flesh golem. We'll see. You don't have the flesh golem, but he got called off. Finally, a call off, a send off for these fouls. Well, the only thing to do, you know what you have to do. you know what you have to do. 1 dodge to an uphill blitz. I believe in you. It's an uphill GFI blitz, in fact, right? He's got 3 MA. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we go. Let's go. Good effort. Good effort. Failed the easy dodge. Here's the score. 2-0 Tracksuit Mafia increases their lead. There's 1 turn left in the game unless there's a riot. We'll see. We'll see if Pity the Ghoul gets back anybody. Six players, just 2 come back. What is that Bloodweiser babe doing? And of course, the Chaos Beastman comes back because of course. Someone has been praying to Nuffle and someone has not. Tracksuit Mafia with 1 TRR remaining. Pity the Ghoul with none. If he says, I don't think Dead Fred wants a riot. I think he wants a mercy rule. I think the Ranger says, Necro teams can't pray. It burns when they do. Oh, this will happen when you go up against a a Chaos team, man. This will happen. Tracksuit Mafia putting a lot of players just back. He says, you know what? Just back. I hope there's a riot. I hope there's a riot, and I hope we can score. That's what I want. That's what I want for this team. Three-man defensive line, 5 defensive backs, 2 linebackers on the outside. Sending all of his players all the way back to the 20-yard line, not putting them on the end zone. Hank the Ranger says, I'll be so mad if the result is sweltering heat at this point. You'll get your sweltering heat. You'll just get nothing out of it. This is going to be a long setup here for Pity the Ghoul. They've got a whopping 6 players to figure out how to set up a formation with. That is just a lot of decisions. Yeah, I think you take the 2-die block on either side of the line, you give up the Minotaur, and then 2 players back to receive, 1 player back to be a wide receiver, and then you just hope. Hank Range says knock someone down and foul them. I was gonna have 1 player back to receive, it looks like, or maybe none. Nobody back to receive. All right. Hey, look, the weather changed yet again to nice weather. Nice middling kick by Tracksuit Mafia. Pity the Ghoul. All they can do here is take some blocks, probably foul someone. Might be able to pass for SPP. Looking doubtful. Hank the Ranger says, save that heat for the playoff game. 2-die block in the right wide zone. I'm sorry, not in the right wide zone. On the right side of the line. Gets a push. Oh, man. 1-die block on the Minotaur, I guess? Nope. Takes a 1-die block on the Beast Man. Looking for a 9+ here. Gets a KO. It's not enough. He probably wanted that player to stay prone so he could foul. But now there's nobody to foul. he can go after the Minotaur if he wants. Hank the Ranger says, uphill now. It looks like he's going to try to get some SPP. Yeah, it's going to try to get some SPP on the throw here. It's going to be a quick pass by Alex P. Keaton, it looks like, if he can pick this ball up on the GFI roll. Got it. Here comes the pass. Good reception. Got the SPP out of it. Well done. Well done. And that'll be it unless he wants to take the uphill block, but I doubt he does. Against the Minotaur. Oh, he does! What courage Punky Brewster shows in the face of a Minotaur. Gets a push, and that'll be it. 2-0 is the final of this game. Congratulations to Merrick. 15 armor breaks. We'll take a look at the stats real quick. Tracksuit Mafia dominating ball possession in this game. 45 successful blocks as opposed to the 22 by Pity the Ghoul. 7 KOs inflicted. 1 injury inflicted. 1 kill inflicted. Almost 100 running yards in this game. Tracksuit Mafia coming out with 13 SPP, whereas Pity the Ghoul picks up 8. Not a bad pickup. Man, what a ruthless game that was. Let's take a look at the schedule before we leave. The final 2 games of week 4 are going to be tomorrow in a doubleheader, probably. So next up will be Dead Man's Party at Take the Wood, Take the Bad. That'll be Sunday, February 6th. That's tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That'll be a live match. That might not happen. We don't quite know yet, but if it doesn't, we'll update the schedule accordingly. But what's definitely happening is Knee High to Nuffle at Pip's Pippy Fan Club, the top table game. That'll be Sunday, February 6th at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That'll also be a live stream. All games are Eastern Standard Time. The pregame starts 10 minutes before the listed time, and the stream goes live 25 minutes before that. Oh, what a game. What a game that was. We will always have the schedules updated here on Twitch, also on Twitter, and on our Facebook account, so you can check those out right there on your screen. Man, 2 games left in week 4 and just 1 more week after that in Swiss competition before we get to the playoffs of the Chaos Cup, the first competition of Season 2. I hope you guys had fun last night. I hope you did have fun last night, but I hope you had fun tonight as well. I had a blast. Played Blood Bowl. It is a fantastic game. You can pick it up at your friendly local game store in tabletop form, or you can play it online via Blood Bowl 2 and other means as well. But yeah, I guess we'll see you back here Sunday night for hopefully 2 games, but definitely 1. And until then, have a great night, guys.